valued Zebra's customers as well as partners, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. How is your day today, everyone? Good? All right, because why I need this to perk you up, okay? Because you know what time is it right now, right? Okay, so I have some questions and answers, okay? And of course, it's accompanied together with some gifts for you to actually provide me with the right answer, okay? So, today, I believe a lot of you keep on hearing a buzzword. What is the buzzword that you heard today? Anyone? Raise up your hand. All right, this lady. Give me a minute. We need everybody to hear you.
AI.
All right, yes, you got it. AI. All right. Now, the next questions. Okay, the next questions. How are we going to make AI works? Anyone? What is the most fundamental for AI to work well without any hallucination? Meaning to say, he imagined himself. Yes, this gentleman behind. The blue-colored gentleman, yes. All right.
NVIDIA GPU.
Okay, and then some more. The most important thing is, yes, we can give for the gentlemen.
Is it responsible and safety AI?
Again?
Responsible and safety AI?
Yes, but I need some things to make sure the AI works. Yep, you can give to the, yep. And these particular ladies over down here. I need the most fundamental one, come on.
Data.
Well done, data. All right, very good. Okay, very simple. We call it as a garbage in, garbage out. Am I right to say that? If without data, you can't provide the analytics for the AIs to work. And here we are, Zebra Technologies, empower you to really go towards the data capturing. All right? So now, let us quickly just move on. First and foremost, everybody knows this. A new era in manufacturing. Interconnected systems. When we talk about interconnected systems, straight away, many of us will think about linking machines together. Am I right to say that? Together with your enterprise system, which is a software. There is one very important portion that we miss out, which is your most valuable assets, your talent. For this instance, your people, remember, your people is your most valuable assets. And you need to empower them, enable them to help you work better. Now, keep this at the back of your mind. And remember this later on, how we going to empower them, how we going to augment them for this instance. All right? So, the next thing is to synchronize the operations. How we optimize our workflow as well as communication across the whole automated system and workforce. Again, workforce. Now, just now, my good friend Chris has mentioned, you can leave home without your wallet. Yeah? You cannot leave home without your mobile phones. Am I right to say that? Then, for this instance, why you crippled your workforce without any communication tools for them? In Zebra, we empower them. We augment them. Want to know more? Visit us at the booth. All right? Now, next thing, real-time monitoring. At this current moment, how many of you all would dare to say that I can take out my mobile phones, I can take out Zebra mobile computers, and I can check what are the inventories I have at my warehouse? What are the inventory I have at my suppliers that I need to actually accept a big order any point of time? I dare to do that? No. I would say barely anyone dare to say that. Yes, I can do that. All right? That is where real-time monitoring come into pictures and how we empower our customers like yourself to achieve real-time monitoring not only through barcodes but also through RFID. Learn more from us. All right? Last but not least, end-to-end visibilities. Now, you are very comfortable to say that, yes, I know every single thing in my factories, in my warehouse. How about your customers? How about your suppliers? How many of you are there to put up your hand and say that I have full visibilities from end to end? Come on. Barely anyone. All right? That is how we actually empower our customers to achieve that. How to do that? We will look on. Now, this is what keeps you awake every single night. No, not every single night, all right? At night. Okay? You have all these priorities that you need to achieve. Am I right to say that? And I would say that you are glad to know you are not alone. All right? Why I'm saying this? Because every single 4 to 5 years, Zebra Technologies actually conducts a manufacturing vision studies whereby we will gather globally, okay, manufacturers' feedbacks on what they feel is missing in their enterprise and what they feel is the next trend up and going. Interested to know more? This is the one. All right? Scan your QR codes over down here, which I'm going to do so as well. How fast I'm done. Before you go in and zoom, you can see I already scanned it. All right? You can't see it because why this is my slide. All right? So I can actually show you right now what I'm seeing. Oops, I dropped it. Don't try this at home with your tablets. All right? Because you do it, your heart will break. Okay? So this is what values products for this instance. This is purpose-built products. All right? So, in Singapore context, there's a lot of Singapore, or perhaps my Malaysians, okay, friends and colleagues, okay, this is what I call, this is my grandfather money. Yeah? So, usually, I say usually, okay, people will not really take care of the staff. Okay, they are, assets. For this instance, there is your assets. All right? So now, let us actually come back to these particular, I would say, manufacturing vision studies. We actually gathered the informations and segment into 3 pillars. What are the 3 pillars? Listen, why? Your next question will be coming from this. First, actionable visibilities. Second, augmented workforce. Last but not least, optimize quality. All right? So now, AJ, my name is AJ, by the way. You mentioned all these. These are the 3 pillars. And with these 3 pillars, what am I supposed to do? Actionable visibilities, it provides insights into your inventories, your assets, your productions to enable first time right processes and drive efficiency. What does it mean? Wow, what a mouthful words. It means to say that once you got the insights, what will happen? You are able to actually get the right productions schedules to your end users. And not only that, you will also know whether when you start to actually service your machineries, as well as to understand where are your people right now. Not to say that where are they hiding in one corner, all right? So that you know where to actually give them a certain job to actually do their right process at the same time. Next, augmented workforce. How many of you still, or how many of your employees still have to walk to the desk phone to pick up the call, the phones to call each other, or have to walk all the way to a certain stations to actually communicate or even key in their invoices, their workflow, so on and so forth. You might be glad to know that we actually have a 2-in-1 solution for you, meaning to say we integrate our walkie-talkies kind of facilities into our mobile devices, which is what we call push-to-talk communications. Last, how we optimize quality. AI, machine visions. This is what you will actually experience all right, in the next up and coming numbers of years. If you have not deployed machine visions, it's the right times to actually explore that. All right? It's not a very big buzzword. In fact, machine visions come from computer visions, which is about 20 years ago. Okay? And barely right now, how many of you already leverage on that? Now, if I'm going to segment it into 5 key pillars, these are the 5. And if I'm going to pick up, all right, the 3 important one will be 3 A's. Automation, artificial intelligence, and analytics. All these 3, you need one big buzzword, data. All right? Even in just now, some of the keynote speakers mentions about robots. How the robots know what to pick. How the arms know what to pick. Where to pick. The directions to pick. It's because we give them the visions. We give them a pair of eyes. And that is where they are leveraging on Zebra machine visions to empower them to know where to pick, which direction to pick. All right? Now, and all this, you will embrace the future of manufacturing. All right, you will be saying, AJ, you have been talking a lot. Now, I still don't know where to start. We in Zebra always will quote this. We will love our customers to think big, act small, and the most important thing is start now. These are the 3 key pillars whereby we have segmented, and you can cherry pick which one you feel that you actually need to tackle the most or first. And next thing, always have this thought in mind. First, principle thinking. What I mean by that? How many of you have heard of this buzzword? First, principle thinking. Yes, gentlemen. You have heard that? All right. Can you roughly elaborate what is it? All right. So the mic is coming to you very soon. Sorry, all of a sudden. Okay. So, gentlemen, can you raise your hands? Yeah.
Thank you.
First, principle thinking.
You put me on the spot. No, I think it's a very basic thing that, you condense whatever you learn into very basics of it, to the genesis of it. So
You spotted it. All right. So, you have this challenge. Thank you. You have this challenge. So what you're going to do, you have to break down into small little parts and address it. Okay, which is what I mentioned just now. Think big, act small, start now. Okay, I learned this from my boss, Edwin Ong. Don't boil the oceans. All right? So find a small little portions, tackle on it, and get your result, prove to your boss so that he will sign on the paper to say, yes, I implement that. Now, you heard of our Miss Yo from NTUC talking about the CTC grants. It's a $70 million of CTC grants. And we are part of the partners of their. All right? So, talk to us how we leverage on these grants to help the enterprise to transform as well as your workforce to transform. Because this CTC grants actually is able to help you to do these 2 things. Enterprise transformations, workforce transformations. All right? So, we have our partners whereby they are able to leverage on all this together with E2I. Okay? So now, having to say that, you might be asking me, what are the technologies or methodologies behind the connected factories? These are the ones. Machine learnings, machine visions, AI, analytics, AR, VR wearables. What is AR, VR? Digital twins. Come and visit our booth. Our partners actually are showcasing a Matterport digital twins as well. All right? Together with, of course, our Zebra Technologies devices and solutions. Location proximity detections, which is the real-time monitoring I mentioned to you, RFID. At this point of time, there are many of our manufacturers, which is our customers, are leveraging on our real-time technologies, monitoring technologies, my bad, okay, to really track where their devices or where their products are. And you'll be great. There's a very big semiconductors over down here are actually leveraging on that. I'm not able to tell you who is it, all right? And of course, robotics, automation, so on and so forth. All this, I believe a lot of you all know that. But the questions again boils back to how to implement. This is a very big buzz things. I will call it this way, processes. All right? For those that are not very familiar with manufacturing environments, they will say, what's so difficult about manufacturing? Raw material come in, go and do manufacturing, finished products come out, voila, I have it. But you guys are in the manufacturing plants. You know it's not as simple as that. All right? So these are all the different processes as well as different targeted processes for you to act on. I know it's a bit small, not to worry. We have a bigger one at the booth. Later on, you can come and visit us, or you can even just drop by your contacts for us to really get back to you to have a deeper discussions. Last but not least, Zebra and 5.0. All right? Why I strike off 4.0? 4.0 is already almost, I would say, a history for many of us right now. But barely any one of us, I will say it this way, or maybe yes, some of us, okay, barely just scratch the surface of Industry 4.0. So, how we Zebra is going to support your 5.0 modernization's journey. These are the solutions that Zebra has to help you to resolve your labels challenges, to comply your employee safety requirements. Why I say that? Just now I mentioned, we have wearables so that your ergonomics kind of, I would say, technologies helps them not to really stress them too much. Cybersecurity risks. This is a very important topic. All right? Many of you have heard about ransomware. How are you going to prevent that? You'll be glad to understand that we have our enterprise OS in there. Okay? Yes, enterprise Android OS for this instance. And we have this particular sweet spot called LifeGuard. Okay? We actually help our customers to be protected 3+3 and 5+5 years. Wow, what does it mean? Meaning to say, even after Google say that I'm going to end of support this particular OS, we still can support it. All right? Last but not least, there are many others as well. I'm not going to really read line by line, but instead of let you take a photos and bring back and then see, identify which one you should be working on, get the sweet spot, quality inspections, and quarantine protocol. Now, during our 2019 manufacturing vision studies, we actually shout out loud to increase your quality check stages so as to comply to your ESG compliance. Why? The earlier you pick up a quality issues, the lesser waste you will produce. All right? So can you imagine you have done up every single thing and you discover that it's not working? What happens? You have a lot of waste for this instance. All right? So the earlier you pick it up, automatically leveraging on our machine visions, of course, the better that you can actually help to increase your efficiency, lower your costs, and of course, improve your quality. And we always articulate this thing. It takes years for you to earn your brandings. But it can take one incident to destroy every single thing. Agree? Yes? All right. So this is a time for us to really work on these aspects to really earn your branding. Last but not least, increase your flexibilities as well as scalabilities. How many of us can actually so confident to say, at this current moment, my customer said that I want to customize a certain portions of the products. And you can say that I have the products and the capabilities to do that. No one. All right? So, let's explore how we can actually resolve these challenges together. My last slide, summaries and takeaway. We all know that we are all being challenged to adapt to a rapidly evolving economy. Am I right? Every single day is a challenge to us. Okay? Demands on operations are high to response and ever-changing demands. Today, they want this. Tomorrow, they want that. So how are you going to adapt to this? New technologies and solutions can help. All right? And how to help, which is first, remember your most valuable assets, your workers, your talents. Create a safe working environment for them. All right? Give them the power to really highlight the risks or even augment them, okay, to make their work easier. And make the frontliner to, learn more quickly and easily. How? Leveraging on AR. Okay? Then, increase the visibilities so that at a single point of time, they know where is the items. They don't need to go and hunt around. Where is my item? All right? I love my house also do have this kind of visibilities. Or else my wife asks me to go storeroom and find something I cannot find. Okay? I believe many of you are also having these issues. All right? And of course, let's actually integrate the robotics and vision solutions to improve your qualities, remember? Your speed, efficiency, while retaining your flexibilities. To conclude, the pace of change in the manufacturing will accelerate further and further. And it's time for us to really catch up to that. With that, I would like to thank you for all your times. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Tan.